In the small, sleepy town of Larkspur, where the only excitement was the occasional train passing through, something strange began to happen. A young woman named Clara, who worked at the local library, noticed the first anomaly. Every morning, she unlocked the heavy oak doors of the library at precisely 8 a.m. one Tuesday. As she slid the key into the lock, the clock above the door read 8:10. Confused, she checked her watch, her phone, and the church bell across the street. Euro, each confirmed it was 8 o'clock. Shrugging it off as a mechanical error, she continued her day. But the next day, it was worse. The library clock now read 9:15 as she unlocked the door. By Friday, it showed 2:30 in the afternoon, though the sun had only just risen. Clara felt uneasy. She had the clock repaired, but the problem persisted. By the following week, the clock was now Euro-T just ahead of time Euro. It began to tick faster. The hands blurred as they spun wildly, marking hours in mere seconds. Clara tried to ignore it, but something about the library felt Euro off. The shelves seemed to rearrange themselves overnight. Books vanished only to reappear days later in strange places. Patrons began to complain that they lost track of time while inside, emerging hours later than they thought. Then Clara began to lose time, too. One evening, she stayed late to close up. The library was silent except for the maddening tick of the clock, now spinning so fast it was a hum. Clara checked her phone. 9 p.m. She locked up, walked the 2 blocks home, and collapsed into bed. But when she awoke, sunlight streamed through her window, and her phone displayed 4:30 p.m. Euro the next day. Panicked, Clara rushed to the library. As she approached, she saw townspeople gathered outside, staring at the clock. It no longer displayed any time. Its hands were gone, and the face was empty. A deep hum emanated from the building, and the air around it shimmered. Clara pushed through the crowd and unlocked the door. Inside, the library was unrecognizable. The walls stretched endlessly into the distance, stacked with books she had never seen. The floor pulsed with light, as if alive. She stepped inside, and the door slammed shut behind her. Clara wandered the endless aisles, calling out for help, but her voice was swallowed by the vastness. She found no exit, no sign of the world she had left. In her pocket, her phone displayed an impossible time, 37:92. Back in Larkspur, the library stood silent, its door locked tight. No one could remember the last time they had seen Clara. The clock above the door was blank, its face as empty as the memories of those who once knew her.